Hello world. What's going on, man? It's Ripper. Skip out the mouth. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day outside, man. It's real pretty outside. But kind of messed up in the city though, man. It's kind of disturbing when you get up and you look at the news and you see all the stuff that's going on and transpiring in the city, man. It bothers me, it touches me in a way, you know what I'm saying? And we grew up like this. We grew up with a lot of violence in this city, man. But I think it's time for it to come to a halt. I think it's time for it to come to a stop. And I think that the only way that would happen is guys like myself and these other guys that are in these neighborhoods that's looked at in a public figure type of way. We need to live there and come together, man, and get these kids together, man, and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'd like to speak to the youth and also some of the people that's working down at City Hall, man, and some from the mayor's office, man. Y'all need to get in contact with some of us, man. And we need to get that teen summit back popping, man. We need to get the teen summit back popping, sit down and talk with these kids and see what they need so they can stay out the way, stay out of trouble, and stay out of people's cars and businesses and so on and so forth. It's very, very disturbing, bro. It's very, very draining to get up and see all of this going on every single day, over and over and over and over again. And somebody, some person has to step up. I like to be one of those people at this time in my life, but I ain't gonna be able to do it by myself. I'm gonna need some other people to help me get involved with this situation, man. So I'm calling out to all of you leaders out there, City Hall, City Council, the mayor's office. You know what I'm saying? We need to get together and get some ideas, because back when I was growing up, there was always something for us to do. There isn't nothing for these kids to do right now, man. A lot of these teenagers, man, like school is about to let out. I think the last day of school is gonna be next week. We ain't got nothing proper for them to do. I mean, I heard they got some summer jobs coming, and that would take some of them away from that, but some of these other kids that are troubled or in bad situations with one parent at home or no parents at home, they stand with an auntie or uncle or grandmother. We need to make a way for them, man. We need to find some kind of way to get into this budget and do some things for them. Because when I was growing up, right down from the mill, we had St. John. Yeah, we used to go down there by Coach Wayne and Coach John and all these other different people, man. They used to take us on trips. We used to go to the center, get on the computer, and play Wheel of Fortune or Solitaire. We used to get in there and play Uno. Where I'm from in New Orleans, we say shoe pool. Now, other places, y'all might say billiards, but from New Orleans, we say we go shoe pool. They have 2 pool tables in there. We used to get in there, cooking stuff. I mean, it was cooking classes, computer classes. You know, it was a lot of things for us to do, man. And those same people used to get with our parents and get $40 or $50 and take us on a trip, man. Take us out of town. Virginia, Florida, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, to go see the Dr. King statue. I remember all of those things, man. You don't hear about none of that going on right now. So a lot of these kids are led astray. They're being led astray by their peers, by other kids their age that's doing all this stuff that you're seeing on the news and getting in trouble and all of that, man. So we got to live there and pull our resources together and get them together. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody like myself that these kids are looking up to, I'm talking to some of these other guys and women in the city that you know are being looked up to. We got to come together. We got to have a meeting and sit down and get these kids together, man, and give them something to do with their lives other than breaking in people's cars, breaking in people's businesses, and so on and so forth. Now I want to speak directly to the youth. You got to change, man. You got to make a change. Because going the route you're going, doing the things that you're doing, you're going to end up in jail or dead. And that's just facts. You're going to end up in somebody's jail, somebody's facility, somebody's boot camp. Well, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do. You got to go to sleep when they tell you to go to sleep. You're going to have to eat when they tell you to eat. And by the way, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from the heart. Anything that I went through, I'm going to speak on it. If I haven't been through it, then I won't speak on it. And that's just who I am. I can't tell you about nothing that I ain't been through myself. So speaking from my own experiences, you don't want to go to jail. That ain't where it's at. Where you got to defend yourself on a consistent basis. You think you fighting on the street? Nah, that ain't fighting. When you get back there, by yourself, without your homeboys you're running with, or your partners, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to have to defend yourself. You're going to have to use these, or get some type of knife or something, or a toothbrush and shave it down on the ground or something to protect yourself. Because that's what you're going to go through. There's a lot you're going to go through, man. You're going to be tested in every way possible. And I don't want to see that for any of y'all. None of y'all. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to use your head. Because if you don't use your head, use your brain, you're lost out here. You don't want to be considered a flunky. That's the only people that can't think for themselves. You got to be able to think for yourself. Because when it comes time, or should I say, when it hit the fan, because it will hit the fan eventually. If you keep going the route you're going, it will hit the fan. You're going to go to jail, you're going to be in jail by yourself. And your so-called partner or homeboy that you're running with, your dude, he's not going to be there for you. Yeah, he's not going to be there. Again, I'm speaking from experience. It's something I went through. All the dudes I call my partners and my homies and my dudes are, yeah, my day ones and all that. Man, ain't none of them dudes send me nothing. Ain't nobody send me no money. I gave my mom or my sister, my brother, and nobody gave them no money to send me. I had to get it how I live in there. You been from New Orleans, you know what that means. Get it how you live. Yeah. On the serious side. But you gotta change the way you're moving now. Because the end of that destination, the end of that trip that you on, is the jailhouse or the graveyard. And I hate to see you in any one of those spots, man. Any one of y'all. I love my little bros, man, and I want better for y'all. But you have to make the conscious decision yourself to make your situation better than what it is. There's a lot of ways to get money besides breaking in somebody's car and trying to steal their cell phone or their iPad or something, man. It's more to life. You gotta get out of that and get into finding yourself a job. Finding yourself a job, paying your own little bills, get your little cell phone. You got that money that's gonna come in every week, every time you get paid. That way, you learn the responsibility. You get your first check, guess what you can do? You can take $25 and go to one of these banks and start your bank account. In 5 to 7 days, you're going to get a debit card. Now you're on your big boy time because you're swiping now. You ain't paying that cash. You're swiping. Big boy time. Grown man. That's what that is. I need you younger guys and girls to get out of this foolishness that's going on in the city, man. You got to pull away. And once your friend, your partner, your dude that have love for you see you make that move, what you think they going to do? They going to make the same move because they see you could get it without putting your life on the line. But you got to be able to think enough to go do that. If you sitting at home, smoking weed and playing Madden all day, guess what your partner going to do? Guess what your sister or brother going to do? Sit at home, smoke weed, and play Madden. Birds of a feather flock together. Never been more of a true statement. But if you get out here, get you a job, save your money, you know what that bring? Your own car, your own house, and now you're playing by your own rules. Grown man, grown woman. That's what it is. That's what life's about. Ownership. You got to own something. I don't care what it is. You have to own something. Own your own business, own your own car, own your own house. That's what it's about, little brothers and sisters. We got to move forward and get out of this cycle, brother, we in, man. We got to pull away from that. We ain't doing nothing but harming ourselves in the long run. We hurting the people that love us the most. Especially if we going in and out of jail. In and out of jail. In and out of jail. People get tired of josing you, bro. I'm speaking from experience. People get tired of josing you and sending you their hard-earned money every day, every week. Who you think gonna go work a job from 9 to 5 and then send you their money? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. Then they worried about you while you back there. So you got them worried on the street and worrying about you when you're back there, because when you back there, it's no holds barred. None. I was stabbed. Not once, but twice. I was stabbed. back down at Old Parish. I'm talking OPP, Orleans Parish Prison. When you're walking through the door, they got a sign up. You are now entering a real jail. Yeah. Big facts. We ain't talking about the parish jail, which you be going through. We talking about Orleans Parish Prison. And you back there with dudes that's coming from Angola State Penitentiary and they facing life. And you make your commissary, your cookies, your chips, and your cold drinks, and one of them big cock and swore dudes got 30, 40 years come ask you for a pack of cookies. What you gonna do? You gonna fight or you gonna give them them cookies? It's either or. You ready for that? You ready for that type of life? Same thing with you females. They close St. Gabriel down, but y'all going to Elaine Hunts right now. Upstate facility. You got a big burl woman come walk up to you and ask you for your soft drink. Because in New Orleans, we say cold drink or soft drink. She wants your Coke or your Sprite. Big old girl, about 6'1", 250. You gonna give her your cold drink or you gonna fight for it? Why put yourself in that situation? Why even be in that situation for somebody to take what belongs to you? Think better than that, ladies. I watched on the news, they were running out the mall with bags of clothes. Young ladies stealing from 18 to 25, 4 of them. Oh, they're in JP, Jefferson Parish called them. Now guess what? If your family doesn't want to play your bond to get out of jail, you got to sit in there now. And now you got to fight.